The study, conducted by the United Nations Children's Fund and the Ministry of Indigenous Peoples Affairs, has found that Indigenous women and children do not have access to infrastructure and modern life facilities to the same extent as their counterparts who live on the East Coast and in urban areas. This, the study found, hinders them from good quality education, health, and other social services. Minister within the Ministry of Indigenous Peoples Affairs, Valerie Garrido-Low, acknowledged that the country's 78,000 Indigenous people are a vulnerable group and that past efforts to help them have not worked.
What we have had over the years was programs and projects going into the communities, and many of them were not sustainable. Many of them failed, and the Indigenous people remained dependent on government and other agencies for lots of basic support.
The minister explained why Indigenous women were the focus of the study, saying they are often left to be the head of their household.
Mostly the men of the home and the young men and of course fathers of the home have to leave home for months to go into the mines or go into the log bush before they can get money to bring to sustain their homes. So the women are left there to run the home, to ensure that the children are being fed, that they go to school, that they wear proper clothing. Generally, the women are very strong and they manage their homes well, because not all the time the men would come back with money.
In the area of health, the study found that the nutritional status of boys and girls is worrisome, with 1 in every 4 Indigenous children is stunted, creating serious cognitive and physical development. The study also found that women and children in Indigenous villages are victims of different types of abuse and violence. Among those identified were children being neglected, increased incidents of corporal punishment, domestic violence against women and children, and incest. Reporting for the newsroom, Fariza Hanif.